Hey, Heather.
Hey, Steven.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what we should do.
Ooh, say it.
We should get into it. That's Heather.
That's Steven. Let's get into
life.
AKA, we couldn't think of a topic for this week. AKA, we got nothing. But you know what? Life has been lifing, though.
Life's been a lot to talk about. Though.
Yes.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, what do we want to... So, first of all, how has your week been, Steven?
That's what is all to talk about.
Oh, so do you want to, save... So...
No, we can talk about it.
Okay, yeah, how was your week?
A couple of highlights of this week is, and we're saving this for a whole future episode, but I did get to see Wicked.
Oh!
I may or may not have leaked water from my eyes.
You leaking?
Oh my God. At times you wouldn't even think. Because I know the story very well. I've seen it on stage a couple of times.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed since it came out. So, and this is not any spoiler or anything, but there's parts that I just noticed differently. Like things that they could do in the movie that they couldn't do on stage.
Okay.
And I thought it was just brilliant. I thought I never want another musical done without musical theater people. It is so different.
I will say that, so I've not seen the film, but I want to. And I have been an Ariana Grande skeptic from the beginning in this role. And I know she's done theater before, but I'm so used to her being pop queen, just like pop. She riffs everything. She oversins a lot of stuff. But I listened to the soundtrack and I was like, no way, no, this is not her. Because it sounded like her, but I was like, holy shit, she's not putting any pop in this at all. Because Hairspray,
extremely serious.
Hairspray, that's what scared me. Because Hairspray, she was poppy.
One of those gimmicky TV musicals. Hey, we're doing it live. Let's get in some stars.
Yeah, but she could have done musical. She could have done musical theater, especially as Penny in Hairspray. She was she made Penny cool, and Penny's not cool.
Penny's different.
So that was my hesitation, because I was like, God, she was so poppy in Hairspray, but she did not play with Wicked at all. She was like, nope.
I'm telling you,
I can't wait.
You fucking.
She gonna get an Oscar, you think?
I think they're gonna sweep. I think everything about it is just gonna sweep.
Poor Gladiator.
Who? Gladiator has a cool popcorn bucket. It's like a helmet.
It's not like Pedro Pascal's face, because if it is, I want 6.
Oh my God.
Do you know who Pedro Pascal is, first of all?
He is the lizard from Tangled. Pedro Pascal. I've heard the name.
He's my current celebrity crush. He's my hall pass.
Give me a hint.
Fine as fuck.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know him.
Hold on, I'll show you a picture. See, you know his face, and he's always in memes, and they call him the internet's daddy. Everybody calls him daddy.
Oh my God. See, Richie was telling me about a bunch of cameos in Wicked.
Is Pedro Pascal in Wicked?
I don't think I didn't know. He's fine.
He's so hot.
He looks like that guy from My Name is Antonio Banderas something. I'm gonna kill your dad or whatever. What's that?
What?
You killed my father, prepare to die.
Oh, Inigo Montoya?
Yeah, that's who he looks like to me without the headband.
Somebody was saying he reminded them of Zorro.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Basically
I don't care. He could still get it all day, every day.
Same character.
Yeah.
Another thing that happened this week, and I found this to be extremely hilarious.
Yeah.
So at the studio, we decided to do a makeup for the times we were closed during the hurricane. So
I thought you meant literally put on makeup. I was like, oh.
Well. So Sarah put together this whole thing. We had all the rooms were in use, and there were different activities and games, and I hosted karaoke.
Oh, cute.
And there was food and snacks. There was a costume contest. And as part of it, gearing up, there was a raffle that the students could buy raffle tickets for. And there was a very special prize.
Oh God, what was it? I'm scared.
4 students were able to pie their teachers in the face, the teachers of their choice.
Have you ever, as someone who has been pied in the face multiple times, because I worked for Nickelodeon briefly, how have you ever been pied? Were you pied?
I have been pied in the face in high school.
I'm interested to hear your story, because the key, my friends, I'm sure a lot of you are going to be pied in the face at some point in your life, right? The key, when you get a pie in your face, as it's coming towards your face, breathe out through your nose. because most times people are like, oh my God, a pie. And they breathe in as the pie hits their face and shit goes up their nose. So if you ever get hit with a pie, dear friends, breathe out.
Oh, I knew to hold my breath.
Yeah, I was going to say hold your breath or
held my
exhale.
breath.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, it's like 4 random kids. Mm-hmm. One of them, as soon as she buys the ticket, is like, Mr. Stephen, I'm going to faith. And I'm like, okay. And she did.
Oh,
she
God.
won. And of course, whatever. And then we had this girl named Sylvia who is in one of the special needs classes. And I am not her teacher. I just occasionally pass by and say hi. But she calls me the weird man. So without hesitation, and I have it on video, I can show you. It's like, hey, Sylvia, you won. Who do you want to? Mr. Stephen! And just freaked out. I was like, okay, great.
So now 2 kids have
2 of the
like
4.
Okay, this
Two of
is
the 4.
going very well. Oh my God.
And then there was our guy Ellis, who is in my class.
Okay.
And he got it, and he was not committing.
Oh.
Not committing.
Okay.
And then we have somebody else from the special needs class who is, I don't want to say low functioning, but, kind of low functioning. So
Yeah.
his mom had to help with that.
Okay.
And of course, they chose Sarah because that's their teacher.
Yep.
Okay. So I have been nervous about this for 2 weeks because that's how long I've known that these kids have picked me.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, this is going to be fine. I'm like, Sarah, we need to put down a tarp. We
Yep.
need to put on a poncho. Make sure you don't get you get sugar-free. You don't get regular sugar.
Yep, because it's sticky, yeah.
Because of the stickiness. None of that was done. There's so much to do. You can't
Well,
fault
we
anybody.
at Nickelodeon we handmade them, so we did not use whipped cream. We did use whipped cream, but we made the whipped cream. So every morning we would have to come in
Part of your
because
side work?
yeah, that was part of the side work. So if you worked during the day, we had split shifts. So you had daytime shows, nighttime shows. So if you were on the daytime show, you had to make pies for the entire day, including the night. So they would keep them in this freezer or refrigerator. So we had 2 kinds. We had face pies and ass pies. Face pies.
Please tell me there was a sign in this freezer that says face pies.
No, you could
ass pies.
You could look at them and know the difference. So a face pie was going to be
Of course I could.
a face pie was going to be a little bit more runnier for dramatic effect on stage. So it was a little bit looser in consistency, where the butt pies were really thick because it was part of a game where they had to sit on it and it had to stick to their ass as they moved. So I used to eat the butt pie whipped cream all the times. It was so good.
Please
I don't know
never say
why I
that
said that
sentence
out
again.
loud.
Please never say that sentence again.
Oh my God. So are you going to edit this podcast where it's just going to be me talking about Pedro Pascal and then butt pies?
Yes,
eating
butt pies. And then I'll remix it into a song. Butt pie, get your life with a little butt pie.
Anyway, okay, so you were preparing for this.
We're
Yes.
preparing for this, and of course, the event wasn't for super long, just a couple of hours, and it's getting to the end, and Sarah's like, "Oh, we've got to do this. We got to do this. Bring everybody in. Bring everybody in." And we go, and I strategically, I was again hosting.
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, we got Sarah," and his Satchit's mom helped push it in the face. Really funny.
Very
Everybody
cute. Yes.
loved it. Turned out Ellis, the boy, decided to give his pick to his sister.
Oh God.
And she picked their homeschool teacher.
Uh-huh.
And the people who were making the pies, first of all, tried their best.
Oh God.
They
was
made
it,
them-
was it just like whipped cream can just in like a plate?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they made it too soon. So it was very runny and soupy. And these kids, because they're the ones who made the pie, are also students of hers.
Yeah.
They decided to add a bunch of glitter and stuff.
Oh shit.
Yes. And-
Why?
Because one of them asked me earlier, "Hey, Mr. Steven, how do you feel about glitter?" And
No,
I'm like, I'm going to need context.
No.
And then got it down to it. I said, "No, don't you dare put that in my pie."
Glitter can cut your eyeball. I have a baby laceration on my left eyeball from glitter because I have glitter on right now. I wear so much glitter. And when I went to the optometrist, they looked at my eyes and the doctor was like, "Oh yeah, there's like a scratch." And it's like, he's like, "Do you wear glitter a lot?" And I was like, yes. He probably gets strippers in there. He probably thinks I'm a
Oh
fucking
my god!
stripper.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Yeah. Anyway, so glitter in the pie. That's just foul and vile and mean.
And it was super funny, right? So then Sylvia was like, I don't want to be last. And I said, okay, you can pie me first.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm like, oh. And
take one for the
I tried to be like funny and be like, oh, and thank you for joining for tonight. I'm sorry, I'm lactose intolerant. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So then somebody gave us me, since we didn't have poncho, we had some leftover vintage clothing from a sale a couple of weeks ago. And so I threw on a white blazer backwards. And I bent down so the kid could get to my face.
Yeah.
And this girl had an arm.
Oh shit.
You could hear the crowd. Like,
no.
I got hit hard with this pie, right?
And that's the thing. Kids don't know the difference. That was another thing in Nickelodeon. If it was adults, it was like, okay, because adults have the wherewithal to be like, I'm not going to hit this person. Kids, like, if Mikey pied me in the face, he'd break my nose. He'd break my. I know that one Billy, because he'd be so excited. So I can only imagine like the fear you must have had with these children, like ready to fucking wind it up like Kit Keller.
The first two were very soft. I wasn't very concerned until I got hit. And then I realized that the pie was into the back of my head, all over, soaked.
Ew.
I have a photo to show you where I'm living my best Mrs. Doubtfire life. Like, you just see, and then the time for the second one to come, I'm like, all right, let's go. And the crowd counted 3, 2, 1, as we did for all of them. Mm-hmm. But then nothing happens.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, hello? My eyes are closed. Yeah. They're, hi, buddy.
Oh, my God, he loves you.
And then she really papowed me as well. And shit went everywhere. Like, all over the place.
So much for that tarp.
Oh my! No tarp.
No.
Luckily, we mopped the floor pretty quick. But
oh my God!
It was so funny.
That sounds like a lot.
So
this
funny.
was when, yesterday?
This was last night. Yeah.
Oh my God!
And then I'm like, hey, I have to go. I have to work at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Ew. That is. Did you have a lot of kids there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a lot. We had a costume contest, which was fun. Everyone's supposed to dress as your favorite movie character.
Oh.
So who would you dress up
I
as?
literally was about to ask you. Oh my God, who would I be if I dressed up? I know who I would be. So you know me, I'm a very unconventional person and I don't like tradition. I like to do my own thing. I would be the Brick from Home Alone 2. The one that suck brick kid. I would just dress up as the Brick from Home Alone 2.
Like on Drag Race when they did the Brick from Stonewall, like in the SNL skit.
Yes. Here I was sitting in a New York penthouse and all of a sudden I get evicted from my home and thrown at a man. I didn't ask for this. Suck brick kid. I love Home Alone 2. So, like, it's probably, I would put it in like my top 3 comedies of all time. I never can watch a movie without laughing hysterically, and I've seen it 50 million times, and it still makes me cackle like a banshee every single time I watch it. It's so good.
Home Alone 2. I don't remember much of Home Alone 2.
What?
I mean, I remember it. Like, I remember, like, the trash chute.
It has one of the greatest movie quotes of all time. What a hole.
Oh, what a hole. Oh, my God. Any hole, any hole. Oh, my God.
I love that movie so much.
Okay,
Okay,
we should watch Home Alone 5, 6, 7, 8, or apparently, or whatever.
I've seen at least 4 of them. I've seen the newer 2, which are atrocious, and like the newest one that came out is the McAllister family again.
Uh-oh.
But like now the mom and dad are divorced, but Kevin's the same age, but he's played by a different actor. I was like, what the
So did they get divorced because of Kevin?
I don't know. And like the dad had a new wife. I had to watch it for fucking Champagne Synopsis.
Oh, that's
right. Okay, so I said I would be the Brick from Home Alone, but if I actually had to be like a person, I would be. I don't know. Like I'd have to think. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. What about you?
I would probably do something also
stupid.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I saw a picture posted the other day, and it's in my head of Thomas J.
My bee when I did the villain again. Me being unconventional. So our friend and guest of the pod, Ginger Minge, had a show that we were in. Were you in that show too? The villain show? You were in the Universal show.
The villain show.
I don't know if you were in the villain show or not.
I don't think I was in the villain show.
So Ginger does this villain show, and she says to Josh Roth and I, we want you in the show, so you do a number as a movie villain you pick. So I remember going home and I was like, all right, movie villains, like I could easily do like a Disney villain. I could do this or do that. So I really started thinking, and then I was like, wait a second. One of the greatest villains in our childhood movie history were the fucking bees. And my girl, so I dressed up as a bee and I sang, I'm a bee.
I'm a bee. I'm a bee.
And I'm going to get you by Shania Twain. And I chased, Josh Roth was Thomas Jane. I chased him around the room and Flight of the Bumblebee was playing.
Oh my God.
So dumb.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. So yeah, good times. So that's
I
fun.
think it'd be either like, if I had like another choice, I don't know. I'd probably be like, a random piece of like food or something like pizza.
The blueberry pie and Stand By Me.
If I have like, okay, so here's the difference. If I have to make the costume myself, it's one thing. If I can have like Heidi Klum's people.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think, even if I had money, I don't think I would put that much effort into a Halloween costume. Like that is so much. And it's like the one costume I have always wanted to get that I do want to invest in one day is Valkyrie from Thor. Because everybody says I look like her. And so I want to like actually like get a costume and go like to Comic-Con or MegaCon. I think would be fun. But like, I just don't really dress up for Halloween anymore. We're all out of the Halloween party phase. Like nobody has Halloween parties anymore because it's during the fucking week.
I mean, people still have them. I just don't go.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey y'all, I'm tired.
Yeah. And my dream Halloween costume that I'm going to do this one day. I still want to be a gold prospector. I want to do it. I want to be a gold. I want to have like the beard and just there's gold in these heels.
Maybe we should do that and dress up in costumes and go take our Christmas photos.
Oh, we should. Well,
Remember, we did talk about doing.
We did talk about photos. We need to look into that. And then Jason and I at one point were thinking about having a Christmas like a Christmas party, but everybody has to come dressed as your favorite Christmas movie character, and we were going to be like Harry and Marv.
Ooh, oh my God, that's a great idea.
So we may still, well, no, probably not because December is like next week, so never mind. And we're going to St. Augustine.
Oh, right.
By the way, friends, Steven and I are sipping on a delicious cocktail that I got at Total Wine. I was just at Total Wine. It was such a vibe. I fucking love Total Wine so much. There's never bad vibes in Total Wine. It was a Saturday, so there were samples. Like as soon as you walk in, sample straight ahead, like 8 different stations for samples. And I was like, I gotta drive and function at Steven's house, so I'm gonna do 2 of these.
She means 2 times 8,
right? So every Thanksgiving, my responsibility for my family, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, because I am not a good holiday cook. Like I can cook
if it doesn't
everyday
go
meals,
in the air fryer, she ain't making
that
it.
part, right? Or pasta. So I contribute alcohol because I was a bartender. I was trained as a craft bartender, so I know how to make some good cocktails. So I came up with this like peach concoction that's really good that I'm going to do. But then I saw that they had bottles of Coquito for sample. So I tried that. I bought that. I bought 4 bottles of sparkling wine for my concoction. And then I had to buy, so I always get my brother beer as kind of like a thank you for hosting and cooking. And he loves that lacto cooler that they have at Halloween Horror Nights.
Oh, yeah.
So I got that for him. I got my favorite smoothie sour beer. And then they had the THC cocktail aisle. So that's what we're drinking. We're drinking a 10 milligram Mai Tai, and this shit is fucking delicious.
It is. It tastes like candy.
It does, and I almost, like, I would prefer this if I was at a beach or a pool.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh, my God. I have, like, 3 of these. You'd be fucking floating.
Oh, my God. Well, let's try that.
Let's bring them to St. Augustine. Oh, we'll get some for St. Augustine.
Oh, my God, yes. And also, too, it's if you're watching the YouTube, you can watch progressively to find out whether or not I'm allergic to this.
I know, right? I keep looking. I'm like, is he red? Is he red?
I mean,
is
it's
he red?
weird that the lighting in this room is not terrific right now.
Yes.
But we will find out.
We'll find out, friend. Yeah, we'll find out. So that was your week. I'm trying to
What
think.
did you do? Did you do anything fun and exciting this week?
Well, I just got done about, what time is it? It's 5:25. So I just got done about 2.5 hours and some change. I will not say the name of the district. We'll watch one of the kids see this podcast. But anyway, I judged a high school theater competition, and it was something. And I used to be a competitive musical theater kid, and when I was in competitions, that shit was rough in a good way because everybody was so good back then.
Yeah.
Everybody was incredible, and it was always nerve-wracking because you're like, fuck, I have to go now, and that person just went, man, listen, if I was competing now at my age with the group of kids that we saw today, I would have, like, Critics' Choice, 1 billion %. And it's interesting because you don't want to take it out on the kids because sometimes they don't have the resources to do things, but it's like,
But you were saying, like, when you used to do it, you had to audition to do it.
we had to audition to go to districts because our teacher didn't want to put up something that was not good.
Right.
So it prevented like today, some of these kids like just seemed like they didn't want to be there. They were just like singing and looking down, and I'm like, why are you here? Like
Working 9 to 5.
literally. So it was interesting to say the least, but I always get paired, knock on wood. I always get paired with really good judges. Like I've done this quite a few times over the last, God, I remember my first one was the week before I got married. So that's 8 years now I've been hosting or judging these competitions, and I've never had a bad panel. I've never had a panel where we've argued, where we've been annoyed at each other. Like it's always just cool people. So I've heard otherwise from others, but I'm like, I've never
It's really
had.
weird because you think it'd be really easy to
I
get
know.
along with people that are
Yep.
your people.
Yeah, every time I walk in and I kind of steel myself and I'm like, here we fucking go. Because even though, you know, musical theater was my life for so long in high school, a little bit into college, I still love it. The people are a lot for me to handle. And it's like, I listen to conversations and I'm just like, I can't relate to this. And even like today we were at the school and the door was locked. They told us to meet at a certain place. The door was locked. And so if you looked inside the glass doors, you could see people on the other side, but it was too far where if we knocked, they wouldn't have heard us. So literally it's like a group of like 7 or 8 people. And I walk up and they're all just standing at the door and they're like, it's locked. And they're trying to pull and they're like, what do we do? Like, what do we do? And I literally was like, bye. And I just walked around and did that. And then they were all following me like the fucking Pied Piper. And I was like,
God.
and somebody was like, oh, she's knocking. They were surprised that I was taking initiative. And I was like, this is why I can't get along.
This is like a test.
Yeah, I'm like, this is why I'm an initiative taker. Like, I'm not going to stand at a door if it's locked. I'm going to figure out how to fucking open it. I'm not just
Right.
going to look at it and be like, well,
Go try the next one.
yeah, exactly.
And the next one.
So I'm always kind of like, oh God, here we go, theater people. But we had some cool people today. And I had lunch with this girl and we were talking about like DEI and all this stuff. She was really cool. Shout out to Emily. Hey girl. So I did that today. What else have I done? My little baby nephew is 3 months old, is starting to laugh. Ooh. And it's this little, like, if you like grab his stomach, he goes,
okay, he's a cat.
It's so cute. So I spent time with my nephew. I've been in physical therapy from my hand because my tendons are horrible.
Did you ask him to check your left hand as well?
No, because it's not hurting.
Yeah, but it can't jazz hand.
Shut up, Steven.
It's one of my favorite facts about.
Shut up! I can't jazz hand with my left hand. I just like shake it.
The other one is going perfectly fine.
Right.
The other one looks like a fish.
No. So like right now, I'm not in a lot of pain, probably because we're drinking this weed cocktail. But like it's awful. I hate taking the pain meds because it gives me a stomach ache. So it's like great. I can either have a stomach ache or I can have a hand that hurts. So I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get the shot soon, the cortisone shot, because having the tendons in your right hand be fucked up is not fun because it interferes with literally everything I do in my life.
Everything. You're right hand dominant.
Everything, like brushing my hair is horrible. Washing my hair is horrible. The worst, I would say, is rubber bands for my hair. Like when I'm putting my hair into a bun or a ponytail, like stretching the rubber band, I'm like, this is horrible.
You're going to have to do like the dad hack and put it on the tube of the vacuum. And then...
I have to do it at like the tips if I do it there. But yeah, so I did physical therapy. What else have I done? Oh, I went to Universal with my friend WWE superstar Shayna Baszler.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun, and her friend Heidi, who is a stunt woman. So let me tell you about this day. So it was Wednesday. Jason was off, and I played hooky from work, and so they were going to meet us at Universal like at 2. So Jason and I were like, let's go have like a little date day. We'll get there early. We'll eat a Cowfish, whatever. So I had 2 drinks at Cowfish and he had like 2 beers. Then we went to Fat Tuesdays and had 1 round. And then we drank a lot. And so by the time Shayna and Heidi got there, we were fucked up and we were both like just laughing. And so the first thing we did was the Born Stuntacular. And I will tell you, that shit is fucking magical when you're drunk or high. It's so,
well,
it's cool when you're sober. It worked this time. They only had 1 interruption compared to the 4. But Bun Stuntacular. The Bourne Stuntacular.
It's the bun stuntacular.
Yes.
It's with the ass pies.
Yeah, and then I was the designated bag holder for everything else because we had a pass, so we didn't have to wait in line. So they were like, Hagrid's, Velocicoaster, this, and I'm just like there. And then I was drinking more. I had a beer at Hogshead. We went to Finnegan's, and I met these two amazing gay guys who lived down the street from me, and I was like, "Oh, hey,
Small world."
yeah, right." And so we did some shots. So it was definitely a boozy day at Universal.
And we did some shots because they live around the corner.
They live around the corner, duh.
Now all the holiday stuff is open now as of yesterday.
Yeah, we love the holidays. I'm trying to think what else. That's pretty much it. Just getting ready for Thanksgiving. I just spent. Oh yeah, we talked about Total Wine.
What
I
is
spent
your typical
$200.
Thanksgiving meal comprised of?
Okay, so typically, my brother's in charge of the turkey, and he typically will smoke it or fry it. My mouth is literally watering thinking about it. He makes the best, because I'm not a huge fan of turkey. I'll eat it on a sandwich, but it's not something I go out of my way to eat. I won't buy it on my own.
No.
If it's there, I'll eat it. If work for turkey sandwiches from Subway, okay, I'll eat it. But give or take. So turkey typically is very dry and papery. If you put it in the oven, Glenn's, that bitch is so juicy. Oh my God. And the skin, it is so good. So traditional Black families, you have typically the turkey, you've got sweet potatoes or yams, you've got collard greens. There's typically a second meat, ham. You've got your bread, which can be a roll or cornbread. Sometimes there's black-eyed peas. Sometimes there's pork chitterlings, which are pig intestines. And that is so gross. And it is a betrayal to the Black community when anyone who's Black under the age of 50 eats it. It's like an unspoken rule, our generation, we don't eat chitlins. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, no, because that's
It's
a Southern
disgusting.
thing too.
And my dad and I used to argue all the time because he would be like, how do you eat sushi? It's raw fish. And I was like, how the fuck do you eat booty noodles? That's what Glenn and I call it. Glenn and I call it booty noodles. We're like, you eat booty noodles. And he would get so mad. He was like, don't talk about it. We're like, but you eat it. Literally shit passes through these tubes and you boil it and consume it and eat it with mustard. And it smells it literally smells like shit.
That's what I think of shrimp and crawfish.
Oh, that makes sense.
There are people who will take the poop line out of the fish or out of the shrimp. And some people don't. They'll just be like,
Oh, I thought you were going to say they take it out and eat it. I was about to literally vomit. I will devein.
I'm sure there's somebody.
I will devein my shrimp every time. I can't. No.
Yeah, and then the crawfish, people will snap it in half and suck the juices out of its
Oh,
head.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Glenn does that.
Why?
I love crawfish, but
Who's
I'm not.
the first person to do that and says, this looks like it might be good?
But, Steven, I feel like you're missing out on so much in life by not enjoying crab legs. Crab legs?
If you could see my face right now.
Crab legs are so fucking good. I could literally, you used to see us
not.
at St. Augustine. So, dear listeners, we used to go to a brunch buffet in St. Augustine every year, and they had unlimited crab legs. And it would be me, Jason, Nathan, and we would literally look like.
One time your brother.
Yes. And no, he never went. He never went to the buffet.
It closed by then. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It looked like in Charlie Brown when Snoopy's eating the plate of bones and it's piled up. Crab legs, the meat inside crab legs is it's making my mouth water. It's sweet but savory, and you dip it in
Gross. No, thank you. Not to mention, this was an all-you-can-drink and eat buffet.
I miss.
Which
magical. I'm so sad they don't do it
best
anymore.
Waffles. These people used to just give up and just drop off bottles of champagne.
Oh my God,
to us.
so
and thank goodness we always Ubered because
we got fucked up every time.
We wouldn't be alive.
Every time.
But then, I remember one day, this brunch was almost it was done. They were waiting for people to leave.
Yeah.
And these clowns at our table just kept getting plate after plate of these little spider legs.
Because crab legs are expensive. You can go to Aldi and get a box for $20, which is a decent price. But any restaurant you go to, it'll be $50 for a pound. And it's
well, everybody just is going to up the price of anything in a restaurant.
Yeah. But Winn-Dixie, though, even though they're slowly closing, Winn-Dixie always has really good sales on crab legs. You can get a big bag for $40.
What do you mean slowly closing?
Winn-Dixie's are one by one. They closed the one by my mom's house. They closed the one in Metro West. So they're all like
Shit.
going away, I think. Good old Winn-Dixie.
I love a good Winn-Dixie. They have the best BOGO deals.
No, they don't. They hike up those prices just like Publix. It'll be like buy one, get one free for $8, a taco kit. And it's like, bitch, I can get this at the good Aldi for like $3.
I went to Aldi today on the way home, and
Listen, Aldi, I went on Thursday night and I spent $100. I was like, I'm going to get stuff for dinner. And I spent like, I spent like $104. And it's because all their holiday shit was out. And have you ever they have little potted desserts?
I haven't had those.
My mouth will not stop watering because I'm so hungry and I keep talking about food. They have like creme brulee with actual sugar that you just like take like a lighter and you can burn it and crisp it up.
Yeah.
They have cookie butter cheesecake and some other one. Let me tell you something. When you have the munchies, bitch, that shit's fucking fire. So I got like 6 of those, and then I had to get wine, and then they had all these holiday cookies. Because I think for like Hi Heather, I'm like, what is Hi Heather gonna want?
Right.
Because sober Heather's not really a snacker. Like I eat my meal and then I'm good. I'll have like whatever, but I'm not a snacker. Hi Heather, I'm like, I need something salty, and I need something sweet, and I need something fruity. So I'll have like a popsicle, then I'll have potato chips. Oh, and you know what they had at Aldi that I got? Cheesy garlic bread potato chips.
Oh my God.
Can't wait. I might tear into
Do you
those when I
know
get home.
what I found, and I bought it again today. I actually bought multiple packs of it
Mm-hmm.
today. Is I found salted caramel cream cheese.
What?
I'm telling you, it tastes like a fucking dessert on its own. I
On a
opened it at
toasted
work.
bagel?
Oh my God, it is so good.
Oh fuck! I gotta get
Oh
that.
yeah, you do. You do gotta get
Oh,
that.
I love salted caramel.
Like, I went in just for a couple of things today, and I also spent $100. And there was even a lady behind me. She was talking to her daughter about toffee.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, the best toffee and world's finest, and blah 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 blah. And I'd like moved to things so they could put their stuff down.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I agree with you on the world's finest chocolate. Like the plain milk chocolate is Basura, but anything else with it is great. And I said, in fact, you keep talking about that toffee. I might have to leave this line to go get some. She goes, oh, it's right here on the end cap. And she holds it up, and I snatch that bitch out of her hand. And then they're like toffee chocolate pretzels. I'll give you some before we leave.
Aldi's got the best. Aldi's and Trader Joe's. I would say Aldi more, but Aldi and Trader Joe's, their little like treats that they have, like their branding treats.
But
So
Aldi
good.
is so cheap.
It is. It is.
I
And it's
don't-
good. It's not
Yeah,
like,
great quality.
yeah, I get my lamb from there because I cook a lot of like lamb dishes, like ground lamb. So like lamb there is like $8 for a brick. If I go to Publix, it's like 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so and the one by my house on John Young Parkway is brand spanking new.
Ooh.
So it's like crystal clear. Cause there's one on Colonial that I passed going home, and that one is awful. Like they just gave up on it. It's dingy.
Oh, I know which
it's
one you're talking
dark.
about.
It's just not, I don't like going there.
hope left in this Aldi.
No, I don't like the vibes in there. But the one on John Young is like really fresh and new, and everybody's so nice. And so I just love Aldi, and it's on Instacart.
Yes, I know. Seth was telling me about that.
Yep.
Even the special line, like
Yep.
the special aisle,
Yep,
with
it's on
all the fun
Instacart.
stuff. And
Instacart's so dangerous.
I go on that
So dangerous.
aisle and I walk the slowest ever because I need to see every random ass thing they have.
It's like, here's shoes, here's cookies, here's a plant.
I have a Jurassic Park pajama set that I got from there. And then today I bought smart plugs for Google to turn on lamps.
They
and
have that
shit.
at Aldi?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
A 2-pack for $16.
Oh,
Yeah, they have everything.
dang, I need to go.
And wine, and I got produce. This is one thing about the produce, though.
Yeah.
Is I like going to Freshfield Farms because I can get what I need.
Yeah.
Because it's not in a pack. Now, granted, I get one onion at Freshfields, and it's almost the entire cost of a bag of onions.
Yeah.
Here, but I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with the whole bag? I mean, I bought the bag of onions.
Yeah.
But I wish they were smaller portions. for
You know,
things
I've
like
never
that.
been there. I've heard they have good ice cream too.
They have. Oh my god. They
Yeah.
have great ice cream.
I don't know why I've never been because I used to live like off of Delaney and Anderson. So if I went up Delaney,
Yeah,
like
you'd run
Michigan
right
was there.
into it.
I don't know why I've never. I need to do that. Maybe I'll go on Wednesday. I'm off on Wednesday.
Need
Maybe
to
I'll
go.
Okay.
The produce is in one building, the meat is in the other, and you have to pay separately because they're like two little mini stores or whatnot.
okay.
But I used to be able to, like, when I was meal prepping religiously, get
Yeah.
everything I needed from there for an entire week of meals for like $11.
And see, like for me, with dinner, I'm so glad that Jason is kind of on the same level as me. I will venture out of my cooking box every now and then and try something new. But honestly, I have the same like kind of 10 tried and true things for dinner, and I just rotate them out. And like I don't need to cook like a super fancy, like what did I make last night for dinner? I made shrimp fajitas because Sprouts. Have you been to Sprouts? Mm-hmm. They have like fajita kits. They have taco kits. So I got shrimp fajitas, and you just literally, it's already seasoned. You just throw it in the pan, a little olive oil, saute with some tortillas, like 10 minutes and you're done. And it's delicious.
No, I want the whole journey of slicing my own veggies
no.
and seasoning with my own stuff. That was one thing I had to adjust to when I moved in on my own, is I left all the spices I had accrued over years with Andy. So now I have to start my collection over again, because I was like, you know what, I'm going to make... I can't do that.
Just buy like a spice thing on Amazon that has like everything already in
I
it.
got them all from Aldi. They're $1 each. Are you kidding me?
I actually need to do a spice inventory in my house because I have shit from like when I met Jason,
Dude,
like
shit
nutmeg.
Expires. You need to get through that.
I know. I should just toss it all.
I ended up making the other day maple bacon waffles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think tomorrow for breakfast I might try to make some fancy French toast.
I'm like, look at you making. I'm so not a breakfast. Like, I've probably made breakfast for myself, like an actual like eggs and bacon breakfast in my entire adult life, probably less than 10 times.
Really?
Yep. Because I'm a breakfast on the go girl. Like I'll go out to breakfast. If somebody cooks breakfast for me, that's great. Like my mom is like a breakfast queen. Like she's so good at that. But I just don't have the energy in the morning. Like now,
see, here's the thing is, on days that I have to work early, I'm not making breakfast. It's a caramel or salted caramel bagel day.
Yeah.
But when I have like a later start to my day, I can throw down on some eggs and grits. Let's go.
Yeah, no, my breakfast of choice right now is acai bowls. So I just buy them in bulk at Walmart, and they have a little granola pack, and I just put it on, let it defrost for a little bit, and it's actually filling, and you don't feel like shit after you eat it. So I love that. I love grab and go. Like Jason will sit down in the mornings, even when he has to be at work at like 7 a.m. He will allocate time, like 20 minutes to eat breakfast. Like he'll make something really quick and he'll eat breakfast and watch TV, and I'm like, nope.
Hey, that's the part of starting your day. It's like the same thing like how you like to get ready with your
hair. I was
gonna
say my makeup is my start of the day. Listen to my podcast. So that was my week, and I'm excited about Thanksgiving next week only because I get time off, and I love time off.
What's time off? I mean, the funny thing is that the studio will be closed this week for classes. Not tomorrow, but and then we have like Beetlejuice rehearsal and Nutcracker and a couple other things happening, but regular classes are closed. So I'll have like a couple of evenings off.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, maybe we'll see. But then also we got some new so we have found take two. One of our friends in the mall has a production. Have you ever heard of Patty Cake Productions?
Yes, they do the videos.
Yes, they are in the same mall as us.
Oh yeah, I think you told me that.
They use their stuff. They use our stuff back and forth. Well, they have this curtain that like attaches to the ceiling and it slides and whatnot. So we got one for one of the theaters, and we're going to try to figure that out possibly on Monday.
Oh, that sounds thrilling.
That'll be fun.
I was speaking of like theater stuff, I was reading, I forgot where it was on Facebook, but somebody like reshared a review for the play That Goes Wrong. And it was someone who was in the audience who didn't know that it was a parody, and she was like, I was really concerned for their safety, and everybody was like, it was like an older lady who legitimately did not know. That's like my dream show to do. I want to be in that show, or the Peter Pan.
Hard that would be.
Oh, it's ridiculously. It's so choreographed. It's so timed on things, but like it's my dream show. I would love to be in the play That Goes Wrong.
Have you seen one?
Yes, on YouTube.
I've seen.
Yes. I can't go in person because I couldn't go.
They'd throw you out.
I would sound like a fucking chimpanzee.
Oh my God.
No, I get kicked out.
I've seen the one. It was on a trial or something on the BBC. The one that
was it Peter Pan?
Peter Pan.
Oh my God, that one's so good.
Oh my God!
Shaquiri and I watched it one night, the Peter Pan one. We watched a little clip of it, and like, you know how Shaquiri laughs. So the two of us together sounded like we were mating in a zoo. Like we were just like screaming. at it. It's so funny. I think I've watched it with Ginger too. I feel like I've watched it with a couple people like on YouTube.
I might just have to buy it or something because I need it in my life, and there needs to be more. There needs to be like the TV show that goes
The
wrong.
musical that goes wrong?
Or
please?
or anything.
Yes,
the ballet that goes wrong. Anything.
I can't.
Let's put some people in danger.
Please, let's do it. But I'd probably like break my foot doing it. Knowing me, I would do some shit that like. This is delightful. I'm starting to feel a nice little warmth coming over me. Do you?
That's because I don't have the air on.
No, I'm not talking about.
No, I feel good.
Yeah, it's this is lovely. This would be good at like a beach day or a pool day.
I'm tempted just to even open the sliding glass door and let the cold in and enjoy this.
Hey.
This beverage knows no bounds. Please sponsor us.
I don't even know what it's called. I just bought it on a whim at Total Wine. I was like, which one? Because there's a couple I've had that are terrible.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Awful because they're like seltzers. And I have 2 sitting in the back of my fridge right now, and I can't bring myself to throw them away. But I'm like,
maybe that's what's different about this one. This one's not seltzery.
no, it's like soda-y. It's really refreshing.
It's like a cocktail in a can.
Yeah, I like it. And it won't give you a hangover in the morning. Because the older I get, the worse my hangovers get. Like, I will have, it's typically when I'm out. Like, when was it? Like, it was pretty recently. I had a wine hangover, and I was so pissed at myself. I was like, Heather, you're too old for this shit. And wine hangover is at 41.
But here's the thing is that you can't really predict.
No, you
now that
can't.
you're getting older. One glass can give you that hangover.
And I feel like...
And if it's cheap wine, fuck you for bringing cheap wine.
And it's weird because, like, at home, I'll buy, like, you know, whatever, barefoot wine and have 2 glasses. And I'm like, okay, I feel fine. But then if I go out and drink a house wine at a bar, I'm, like, tipsy. I always get tipsier when I drink wine in public than I do at home. Like at home, I can polish a whole bottle off and I feel a little bit, but I'm like, I'm good. But in public, I'll have like 2 glasses at a happy hour and I'm like, I need to stop.
I wonder if that has to do anything with the atmosphere.
Maybe.
And your like mood and your
don't
body. But you're right. Like,
is it kind of like how when you go to a casino, what is it? They don't have clocks in casinos. Yeah.
because they don't want you to. Have you ever won anything at a casino?
Yes, I won actually twice. I won on a Carnival ship. I won like $300 and then I won like $500 at a casino in St. Louis. One of my greatest casino losses was I went to the Hard Rock with a bunch of people from Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon was the most debaucherous time of my entire life.
We know.
Oh yeah. So we closed down Ale House in Lake Buena Vista. We were like, we don't want to go home, but we didn't want to go to anyone's house. So we decided to drive to Tampa and go to the Hard Rock Casino at 2:30 in the morning. And which to me now as a 41-year-old sounds like a fucking nut. First of all, I wouldn't have been at the Ale House. The Ale House I tolerate now. I feel like the older I get, the less I like Ale House. Like it's just so.
Ale House. It's the zingers for me.
Yeah.
Like it's legit the food. I don't care.
Yeah, they're yeah. But yeah, the latest I would be at an ale house ever is like 6 o'clock. So anyway, went to the Hard Rock Casino. We're all sitting at the slot machines, the quarter slots. And so my friend, he was like, Heather, it was like packed in there. And I went to the bathroom and he's like, Heather, I'm going to sit. Is it okay if I play? I was like, I'm going to fuck sure. I came back. The next pull after I left, he won $800. Yeah. I was
Oh my God.
so mad. I was like, are you fucking kidding? My bladder was about to explode. I was like, I can't hold it. And I got up and he sat down and won $800. It's horrible.
Racist.
Watch it. No, he was Mexican. So sup, Carlos.
My dad lives down the street from
I
a casino.
fucking love casinos so much.
This one is a little outdated. Let's say that.
I love casinos. I don't care. The older, like, because the older they are, the cheaper the drinks are going to be and stronger.
Well, first of all, if you're playing, they should be free.
Well, like at the Hard Rock Casino, they have a bar like smack in the middle, but it's cheap. At least it was a couple years ago. So cheap to drink.
Yeah, they want you to get wasted, and then
That's what I want to do for my birthday this year in Tampa. I want to day drink at the Hard Rock Casino.
Let's go.
I'm down. Yeah.
Let's go.
But no, I love, you said your dad lives down the street from one?
Yeah, he does. And last time I visited, I was like, I'm just going to go put $20 in the machine. He's like, oh, you're going to donate your money. Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. And I had played a couple of different games.
Yeah.
And I came home. He's like, "So what did you win?" And I had to pull out my little receipt that said 0.03. I got printed out a coupon for 3 cents. I'm not sure how that happened. And he see, I tried to tell you, and then before he could finish his sentence, I pulled one out that said $900.
Ooh! And it's on Carnival. It's so easy because you're in a great mood and it's like right there on the ship. And so, yeah, I love the vibes in a casino, and typically like sound freaks me out, but I love the sound of the slot machines and I love the people cheering. I love casinos. I'm actually kind of glad Orlando doesn't have any, because if they did, I would be like, hey, what do you want to do on Wednesday? Casino.
Our casino is a Dave & Buster's.
I think the closest one technically to us is the Victory Cruise in Coco. That cruise ship with the casino on it. Is he smelling my boots? Get off my boots. No. Hello, friends. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Yeah, so we're talking about... just saw Steven's ass. We're talking about casinos. Yes, I love a good casino. Some of my cousins work in casinos in St. Louis. They're like poker dealers and stuff, and we always go see them. And my friend Marie is I think she does blackjack or something at the Hard Rock Casino, and that girl makes some money.
Oh, yeah.
When the last time we saw her there, we were with, it was like Jason, his best friend, Kate, or his best friend's wife, Kate. So we were all together, and we were with my friend Marie, and there's like this old drunk man. He's like, Marie, I gotta go. And he slid her a bunch of chips. He slid her a bunch of chips, and she's like, thank you. And Jason and Mike just both go, holy fuck. And I was like, what? I don't know what chip, like what? And he was like, she just got like $600 chip in chips. And apparently the guy had been sitting there like all day and was just like, here. And not so fun fact, do you know that casinos, at least one person, I think like the stat is at least 1 or 2 people die every single day at a casino from suicide. Yep.
I believe it.
Like
they
Seminole
give up
keeps
everything, and
yeah, Seminole has like a shaman or like a practitioner that's on call. So when those people die because it's on indigenous land, they have to like bless the room and cleanse it.
Oh my
God. Because my friend was a manager at the Hard Rock in Hollywood Beach, like down in Miami, and she was working when Anna Nicole Smith died. And they had to bring in like a person from the Seminole tribe to like bless her room and everything. So,
wow.
Anna Nicole, I miss her.
Wow.
Her show was so good.
Like me?
Do you like my body? Wanna viber? And Kimmy, her assistant, remember the show?
Kimmy. I just know it from Adore Delano.
Oh,
From
you've never
season 6.
Oh my
I
God.
never watched it.
You got to go on YouTube and watch. Oh my God, I was obsessed when it was out. It's so campy and so fun. She was so funny, like just naturally funny. I just almost drank out the wrong hole. Butt pies and holes and Pedro Pascal. That's what I'm here for.
Pedro Pascal. You know, I think we've done enough for today.
I think we have done enough. We're about 50 minutes in, and these people are probably listening, saying, "What the fuck?
This is our life.
Why am I here?" You know, I promised a long time ago my coworker Becky that she could theme an episode because she was our 100th subscriber. So I'm going to text Becky, and whatever she picks, maybe will be our next topic.
Amazing.
She's going to pick something real dumb. I already know it. It's going to be real. It's going to be like palm fronds.
I love
in Miami.
palm fronds.
I just looked out the window and saw one. I was like, there you
go.
go.
Palm fronds.
Well, friends, if you have any subject ideas, please send them to us because my list on my notes app is starting to run a little low.
We had a completely different idea.
We did.
And we planned for it all day. And then Heather got here and was like, well, maybe we don't do this. And I was like, okay.
Well, and then I thought about it because we were going to do something celebrity themed, and you don't know celebrities. So I don't know how successful. Been fun.
I learned what a Pedro Pascal is today. It's not a lizard. He's a man.
I cannot believe you did not know who that man. He's like everywhere. And his sister's trans, and he took her to the Gladiator 2 premiere. Let me show you what his sister looks like.
No, I saw that the other day. I saw an article where, and this is the funny part is, I just saw so-and-so brings trans sister. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's so really nice.
He's for the community.
And here's like a picture of him fixing her dress.
Yes. He's daddy. Yeah. Fix my dress. I need. Oh.
All right, kids.
Anyway.
Follow us on the YouTube, on everywhere.
Instagram.
Everywhere where podcasts are found.
AOL. Blue Sky.
Blue Sky.
Somebody asked me the
Ask
other day if I
Jeeves.
had Blue Sky, and I was like, I never had X. I used to have X or Twitter. I don't have an X. I don't have a TikTok. Like, I
You're
got
not
none of
missing
it.
anything.
I know, right? Bye.
Jesus. Let me cover up my nipple this time.
I know. God, what do we want to?